Hello, hello, and welcome back as I take a page from the book of President Ford and head down into the fallen foyers and festering fens of Perfidious Manor in order to bootstrap ourselves a few more troopers in Darkest Dungeon. Yes, Project Bootstrap, the greatest thing that has ever happened to the town of Springfield since the arrival of the Simpsons themselves. But let's talk about last episode instead of making oblique references to the Simpsons. How did things go? Fantastic. I mean, apart from my Bane impression, which continues to get steadily worse, things were amazing. I took the strays down into the dungeon, and once again, they made it look like taking candy from a dead baby. A dead baby, Pete? Yes, that's what I meant, a dead baby. I mean, this is Darkest Dungeon. We gotta come up with some more gritty themes just to sort of fit in. And sure, a living baby won't put up much of a fight, but there's usually some amount of grip strength in those tiny little fingers. A dead baby, though, apart from maybe a little rigor mortis, getting that lollipop out of his fist, or her fist, whatever, is gonna be pretty much smooth sailing. Unless, I guess, the lollipop is what killed the kid, in which case, if the baby choked to death on a lollipop, then it's probably wedged in his or her tiny windpipe, and an impromptu tracheotomy on a corpse is probably a lot more effort than just smacking a sucker out of the hands of a living baby. So, I guess maybe the metaphor doesn't always hold. Maybe it's not a perfect analogy, but hey, if you want beautiful metaphors, you've definitely come to the wrong place. You should go read some Chuck Wendig if you're looking for sweet metaphor action. He'll hook you up faster than a South Chicago heroin dealer who's 50 grand into the Colombian cartels. That guy's gonna set you up. Chuck Wendig also gonna set you up. Me, not so much. What I am gonna do though is head down into the dungeon and begin with the bootstrapping. Man, I really want to go to the cove, but I can't bootstrap in the cove this week. That's kind of a kick. Is one of these a short mission? Well, now we're in an interesting position. I definitely am not going to do that. What about a short cove mission with just no healer? Do I have the guts to try this? This is supremely dangerous. But it also could be supremely profitable. And we could roll two plague doctors. Really, Pete? You're going to go 2 plague doctors? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go 2 plague doctors deep on this one, actually. Double plague doctors? I'm going double plague doctor. We can do this. We do need to upgrade Mary Walker a little bit, so let's get her level 4 arms and armor. Get that sorted. We also want to make sure everybody's skills are appropriate. If we are going to do this, we got to make sure everybody's in full fighting trim. We want them to be as optimally positioned as possible. You know, we don't use those abilities, so there's really no need to upgrade. Okay, good. All right, let's look at camping skills. How are you? Okay, you're short some, so let's go get you a couple camping skills here, Mary Walker. Specifically, I think we'll just pick up Encourage. Now, actually, self-medicate is good, but I also like leeches in the cure. Experimental vapors is kind of shitty. You should be fine, right? Yeah, Vixen is good. Bane, I'm tempted to pick up a 5th camping skill for you. Let the mask down is interesting. Bloody Shroud is kind of garbage. I'm still going to pick up Let the Mask Down. Thor Girl, we really want something that prevents nighttime ambush. That's what we'd really like. Night Moves is also pretty good, though. Gallows Humor is handy. Why am I buying camping skills for a mission I can't camp on? Yeah, okay. You're right to ask that question, hypothetical viewer. That's good. You're probably not wrong. Really shouldn't be focusing on camping skills maybe on a mission in which it's literally going to be impossible to camp. That's a good point. Valid point. So you've got Battlefield. You have a skill that is wrong, though, Mary Walker. We want Blinding Gas. I mean, you have it. You just don't have it equipped. Battlefield Medicine. All of those things are sorted. So let's drop you in the party. Plague Party. Wow, this party has a name. I would not have expected a party with no healer to be a named party. Also, we're going to get rid of Poison Darts, and I'm going to swap that out for Lunge. I still want all of these things in the same order. If we can put Lunge on the 4th position, I'd appreciate that. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to work, but that's what I would like to see. And we do have some healing, I suppose. We got self-healing here with Dorrance. And again, this is a short mission to explore 90% of rooms. I'm shockingly confident that we can do this. We also should need like a minimum amount of trinket adjustment. Yeah. We don't have enough plague trinkets, though, to really drive this as perfectly as we might like, but we do have some other plague trinkets. We got the Blight Amulet, which is really sort of what we need, so let's slap that on there. And there's got to be something else we've got that's got, like, plus Blight skill chance. Or plus stun skill chance. Maybe we just go Blight Amulet, Stun Amulet. I mean, I don't hate that. That's a pretty good shot at either one. I think we can do this. Yeah, I'm good. Let's try it. Provisions, though. We really kind of needed... I really hate that the trinket screen overrides the provision screen, and it doesn't warn you that you're going into a dungeon without provision.
The smell of rotting fish is
all right, well, I mean,
unbearable.
we got scouting, which is nice. We can avoid combat to a certain extent, and we can skip one room. If we're going to fight, we should try and get the fights out of the way early. I'm really worried about a shambler, though. The shambler, though, Pete, the shambler. Yeah, you're not wrong. The shambler is problematic. We can get at least some food. And we got a torch. All right, well, finding the fish carcass early with the medicine that we got from having a plague doctor on board is helpful. It's something. Ugh. So we got 2 hallway fights and then a full-on backtrack to whatever that room is. Well, let's do... You know what? If we're going to have to fight, let's get the hallway fights out of the way early. This is going to be a rare triumph if we can pull this off. This is going to be like one of the greatest feats we have ever done in our darkest dungeoning days. Okay, blanket fire. Actually, blanket fire is very bad for us. We need to get that guy dead immediately. He's got 8 health left. If we just stack up a bunch of blight on him, he is going to die. You know what? Yeah. Blanket fire we cannot abide, so let's go ahead and make sure. That guy has a huge stack of blight on him now. The dodge, though, that's so good, guys. So good. Solid damage from Bane as well. Here comes another slice and dice. Way to be, Thor girl. The only person taking damage is the person who can heal themselves. We very much like that. You know what? Pick to the face that man.
As the fiend falls,
And you just throw a blight attack at that man. Kill him. This guy is dead already. And we're going to get a little battlefield medicine off on our boy. All right. So far, so good. I mean, we're one fight in. We're coming at him with overwhelming damage. This is how life is taken. Slow and steady wins the race, old cheese. I forget what this is. I think it's holy water that purges, or is it anti-venom? It's anti-venom. Cleanses the hero. Well, that did literally nothing for us. Okay, well, it's suboptimal, admittedly. Am I going to use the torch here? No friggin' way. The torch we're going to save for trying to keep the shambler off of us as we walk all the way back up to here to explore this last room. Okay. I mean, that could be the room we could skip. We could try and fight, but I'd really rather skip. I mean, we know that's a fight, so arguably it would be the right one to skip. 750 gold. This is perilous. There's no fooling. Can Team Plague pull out the win, though? If any team can pull out the win, I think Team Plague is the team that can pull out the win. Throw a heal at that guy? That's fine. So that's some kind of buff. All right. Let's go for a stun just to minimize the amount of damage coming at us. Seaward slash. A dodge here would have been real good. Yeah, this is... Okay, there's the dodge we needed. All right, so give me some plague damage on that guy. Beautiful critical, McCabe. And then you're going to have to drop the hammer. The hammer was most definitely dropped right there. I think we may have this. I'm feeling pretty confident about what the team's got working. Got some blight damage. This seaward slash, though. Okay. You know what? We're going to have to heal. This heals so little. But we're going to have to do it. Bane's got the Doom dropped. I mean, he can drop the Doom hammer whenever the hell he pleases. The food, we don't have enough food to avoid the stress from a hunger prompt anyway, so we might as well eat it for the heal. Light level's getting real low, though. Real low. No fight in here. Will it be full dark? Nope. We got 4 light left. How did we surprise anything with 4 light? You know what? I'm just going to be glad that we pulled it off. I'm not going to question it. Solid work there. We got to go for the stun, absolutely. I don't want to get hit with any seaward slashes if I can avoid it. Then we drop some plague on top of that. Then bring down... Oh, the dodge is real unfortunate. Right, you two are stunned. Here comes the shocker. All right, a stun against... That sucks, but it's not an insurmountable problem. That guy is not dead, but he is stunned. He doesn't quite have fatal damage. Gonna squirt a little brine at us. Okay, we can take it. Gravedigger is... Damn, I was hoping we could get one more off before this guy got a chance to go, but he did not swing at Thor Girl. So all things considered, that's sort of a net win for us. Don't be stunned. Beautiful. Okay, now give me the Plague Bomb. That should be fatal damage there as well. Outstanding. Give me this on there. And then all we need is for Bane to drop the Doom Hammer. This guy's dodges, though. He only does 1 damage, but ideally he'd just be dead and not really get a chance to even do damage. There's more food. I kind of feel like this would have been supremely winnable if we had just been smart enough to bring fucking provisions. It'll be fine in the sack's contents, though. 850 gold. All right, well, I mean, we're doing okay from a gold standpoint. Do I want to... No, we can't go in full dark. We got 1 torch. I'm burning it here. 3 rooms is all we got to do. We just got to make it through 3. Ah, this pestilent thrall is a real problem. Okay. So start putting down the scatter damage quick. I'm shocker. No, don't. Okay, we can still do this. Just don't be stunned. God damn it. Okay, you gotta return the favor, and you gotta stun them back. All right, that's something. Give me big. Bane has been so fucking spot on here. Octocestus, this is a beautiful dodge from Thor Girl. This is so tense, though. So tense. Okay. I think we got to go pile some plague on this guy. That man's stunned. We're going to get... He's going to... Okay, here comes a salty gouge. That's going to hurt. It is a bleed attack. We resisted the bleed, which is nice. Thor Girl doing some solid work for us there. Bane drops the hammer, kills 1, wounds another. We pile on more poison. And I'm relying on Thor Girl to win a speed roll for us and take this guy out. That's not going to happen now that he's barnacle barriered. So, how do we want to handle this then? Let's just stack more blight on this guy so we can make sure he is dead. We can try it. Yeah, okay. The barnacle barrier actually proven to be a bit of an irritant. Shocker is fine. It does a minimum of damage. And normally we're not really worried about damage. We're more worried about stress. This is a case, though, where we're actually more concerned about damage than stress. I'm just going to let this guy die. You really don't need to heal. The critical is nice. And despite a full dark run, we really do have kind of a minimum of stress working. That's fatal damage. So we should, come on, beat a speed roll so we can get a heal? All right. You know, man can dream.
Success so clearly in view.
All right.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Now we just got to try and avoid encounters with the Shambler, which is going to be difficult because we got a long way to walk and we are in full darkness. Is this an optimal situation? Absolutely not. We're going with no healer. We're not technically bootstrapping here because we're not in a full champion dungeon, but we're sort of bootstrapping in that, again, we have a very suboptimal party component. 9 light. We're not even going to make it to the end of the hallway here before we're in full darkness. So we got to walk 3 full corridors and possibly engage in 1, maybe more fights, because in full darkness we could just stumble into a hallway battle, even in places we've already explored. But I don't feel like this one's out of reach yet. I really don't.
And now,
the darkness is closing in. A torch. It's been really nice to have found a torch in that box. There comes some hunger. Actually, the health damage from the food prompt. That's a real issue. Still, all we got to do is make it to that room. That's all we got to do. You came from nothing. Well, I came from nothing, Mr. Wayne, but I'll not end with nothing. Please don't steal a torch. You did take... Okay, we got food. We're just going to eat the food. If we run into another hunger prompt, you know what? We run into another hunger prompt. There's nothing we can do about it. Thor Girl doing some fine work with the solid disarm skills. Just don't make me bump into the Shambler. That's really all I need. Or if this room could be empty, that would be also beautiful. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a hallway battle and a room battle. If it had been just a room battle, I would have continued because it's less chance to encounter a Shambler. But I'm not doing both. I've only got, I think, one full dark room in me, so if it's gonna be one full dark room, this is it. And I'm not even sure we got the soup for that. I'm looking in the bottom of the can, and I'm like, oh, geez, we need to call Andy Warhol here and get another can of soup, because this one is looking like it's down on its last legs. Anti-venom and gold. Well, you can't...
To fall for such a little thing.
Yeah, I really didn't want to backtrack again, and that was another reason why. The second hunger prompt certainly did not help us. And this is actually quite a difficult room battle. That critical is a really strong start, though. Okay, we can still do this, guys. It's not all lost. Stress wave is fine. It still puts us on death's door.
Injury and despondence.
Okay, we really need to win a speed roll and get a stun off here. One of you plague doctors has got to get a stun. You're hopeless. You know, maybe hopelessness is somewhat of an appropriate reaction here. You have marked yourself. Brilliant. You did get a stun off, and it worked both times. Okay, so we have got to get you off death's door. As much as I would love to be tossing around some damage, we can't have you lingering on death's door. We now have another unit on death's door. That's real bad. We're going to be giving up so much of our damage. Yeah, that's a real problem. They're having a barnacle barrier on that guy. We're going to be giving up so much of our damage, though, every time we have to throw a heal to get somebody off of death's door. Okay, that guy was stunned. We're not going to get another stun. We got to go. We can't abide someone on death's door. I don't want to lose anyone. The problem is, what if in trying not to lose anyone, you lose everyone? What if that happens? And yeah, I know it's a problem, admittedly. Thor Girl is doing her damn part, though. One shot, one kill. A dodge. Dodge! Damn it. She did resist the bleed, though, which is nice. Juggling grab. Don't die. Oh, beautiful dodge, Thor Girl. Okay. Now don't. You put yourself on death's door. Fantastic. Because, you know, we don't need you throwing blight at Octocestus Man over here. No, that's not at all what we need. Also, Johnny Booms a lot here is probably about to go boom, so we need to get everybody off death's door. We can. We can't hit him as long as he's guarded. Come on, we gotta get you off death's door. Don't refuse, you son of a bitch! Ah, Mary Walker, I hate you so much. You may have just sealed your own doom by refusing to be healed there. Nope, because Bane pulls it out in the clutch. No, don't swing. Okay, Thor Girl's fine. Dodge it. Nope, damn it. She did resist the bleed, which is really important. We're really close to pulling this one out, actually. Don't kill yourself. You passed your turn, you piece of garbage. 4 damage. All we need to do is hit this man with a single blight attack, and this is over. We did it. We did it. We did it. That's 90% of rooms. We've done it. That's it. Oh, you know, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, but you know what, Wayne June, you can suck it on this one, because we really did the impossible. No healer, no provisions, and we still managed to pull it out. That was amazing. What a triumph. I feel really, really good about that one. Like, shamefully good. I'm wallowing in my own crapulence over here. Showing you the power of the Plague Doctor right there. They did so good, so good. 2 Plague Doctors and a Gravedigger. It seems like a team that shouldn't work, but in fact, even without provisions, and with provisions, we would have stomped the shit out of this dungeon. But even without provisions, we still pulled it off. Slow reflexes. All right, we got rid of slow reflexes for fear of the unholy. That's actually sort of an upgrade. Slow reflexes is bad. Lurker replaced Eldritch Hater. That's terrible. Eldritch Hater is very good. Ruins Phobe sucks, but we don't ever have to really go back to the runes, so I suppose it's kind of a wash. Night Owl, Quick Reflexes replacing Night Owl. Again, sort of a wash. Mary Walker bumps up to champion level Plague Doctor. That's beautiful. I'm really proud of everyone on this team. All of you did good. We got a medical breakthrough. The medical ward is free. Okay. I mean, do we have anybody who needs to go to the medical ward? I kind of don't think we do. Medical ward is free. Does anybody have a disease we want to get rid of? Doom has, okay, bad humor. So Doom, yeah, go get rid of that. It's free. It's fine. You got the rabies, we're going to hang on to those. You got the rabies, we're going to hang on to those. Superman's got the Black Plague. No reason to keep that. I mean, penicillin cures that easily. There's really no reason to hang on to it. You got the rabies. Everybody else just got the bees, man. We're going to hang on to it. So, I don't know, two tits of free disease relief. It's not fantastic, but it's something. Do we want to bring in a veteran Hellion? If we brought her in, what would we do with her? I mean, theoretically, we could build together another level 3 team. But if we're going to be bootstrapping, I mean, do we really need to bother? Does a Hellion really add a lot to that? I kind of feel like the answer is, you know what? Now let's just pass. I'd rather have the open roster slots. We do need to get... Okay, Mary McCabe, we got to get you in for a little stress relief. Also, probably Thor Girl. It wouldn't hurt to get some... You know what? You guys earned it. We're just going to go around the horn on the stress relief here for you guys. You guys all earned it. So what will you do? Is there anything you don't really care about? You're obsessed with self-worship. Well, here's an idea. Why don't you go to the Abbey and worship yourself? We'll have you pray to a higher power. Seems fine. Dorrance, you won't drink. You're obsessed with material things and thin-blooded. Well, you won't drink. I'm assuming you'll meditate, and meditation is cheap. Hagiomania, you're obsessed with sainthood, huh? Well, let's just have you go pray as well then. Transept. And we good. Oh, I feel shockingly good about our triumph there in the Cove. I'm not gonna lie. That one, it was tense. It was a bit of a nail biter, but, you know, my nails were getting a little long anyway. They could have used the trim. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more skin of my teeth victories, you might consider subscribing as well, because I forget to go without provisions on a shockingly regular basis. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.